Alright, jumping right back into that league for Dark Matter and Gamble. We're in round 2 this time. We got the Kilka Beasts going against the Ronso Fangs, Albert Sykes taking on the Guado Glories, and we are taking on the Luca Goers. So, as you guys can see from our previous league, we've moved Noi Guado into the goal again, and Nav is back on the field. And according to the last game, our team's pretty good. It's it was brutal. It was an absolute bloodbath, a massacre even. But it's a new game, so maybe the Luca Goers can come out and force and stop us, but we'll see. We'll see. We don't have any techniques on Nav Guado. I don't know, I'm trying to like do some sort of like hindrance of him, because it seems like whenever, and people have actually commented on this, but like whenever Nav Guado plays, he's just a sink for experience, because he's so good. So what he'll do is he'll encounter, and then he'll take the ball, and then like that's not great because he doesn't need any more experience. But then like through that action over and over and over, it'll be something like my teammates get like, my forwards get like 10 experience, my defenders like 5, if not like 2, and then Nav Guado like 45. Like he gets so much experience. So by like making it so he's worse, what we're doing is we're giving the other team a chance at scoring more, getting ball control more, and in turn that gives us a better chance at leveling up. So at the end of the day, I mean, that was a very long explanation, but at the end of the day it makes sense. And also it makes the games a little bit more fun, because we don't want to always be thrashing these people. I mean our record's pretty good right now already. I mean, I think what are we? We're something like, I want to say we're like 247 wins to like 2 ties to 1 loss. Like it's something ridiculous. It's like it's something crazy. But I would argue, like at this level, I think it's kind of difficult to lose Blitzball at a certain point too. And I point again to a few things. The number one crime, I think, is the auto leveler. I think it just doesn't work well, because it calculates off of Tidus's level, which obviously Tidus isn't in use, which means the opposing teams are generally underleveled. And then also the AI is the second reason. There's been so many moments where the AI is just like at my door, it's at the goal, it's ready to score, and then it passes to a defender who then shoots the ball, and you're just like, you just left there with your like Pikachu face of like, what happened? Like why is Duram with 6 shooting from her goal to our goal? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, I feel like at a certain point you would argue, like, is there like just a specific thing where the AI is the same but it's just different odds? Like, I feel like defenders should never shoot no matter what. Like, there should be some sort of like ruling in their play, which is like, if have ball, never shoot. Like never take this action. But they continue. They continue to make silly decisions. But it's all good. I mean, we win, right? Because of them. Alright, well, we're 2 points up. We're going to go again for a shot with Zazzy. Right now, Gira is the top scorer, and we're not necessarily trying to tie them or even, like, surpass Gira with Zazzy. We're pretty much just shooting with anyone. I'm not really concerned about getting top scorer. I don't think I can even learn Gamble. I think we've already learned it, like, for everyone. Because I remember that was a prize last time, and then it was just one of those, like, well, no one can learn this. Sorry, man. I do remember that was the general consensus from the last league we ran for this prize. Kairi in the midfield, gonna go for the pass, but there's not enough time. We're just gonna go right to the second half. Not too bad. So a little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. Oh, we hit the curse again. Nav Guado 22 experience. We don't want to see Nav Guado with a bunch of experience. I mean, look at it. He's already maxed out. He has the maximum amount of experience he can possibly get. Does he really need any more? Not really. But we'll see a major change in the next league. Like I mentioned before, we're going to be switching off. So we're going to have Guado back in the goal in the next league. And then we're going to have Guado in the field. So you're going to see a vast difference between these leagues as we play through. And it's going to take a little bit longer playing that way, but I think it's more genuine. And it's kind of fun because you kind of see the progress of the teams. And more importantly, I touched on this before, but you're going to see the progress of the opposing teams. So you remember how I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I had mentioned, hey, like the opposing team's levels are auto-leveled based on ours. The more we level up Guado, the tougher these games are going to get. Because what's going to happen is he's going to get a bunch of levels, and then the opposing teams are going to say, oh, hey, he's got leveled, let's level up as well. And we're going to be facing tougher and tougher teams as he gets closer to 99. I would argue currently Titus and Guado are kind of dragging down the enemy teams because they're going up their levels too. So it throws off the enemy teams, and then they have generally much lower levels than us. There's ways to fix that with like save editing, but currently I'm playing this on the PS3, so there's no quick way to do that. And actually, I don't know if it's possible. I think it is possible to save edit PS3 games, but at this point I'm just rolling with it. I've accepted. I'm like, you know what? If that's how it is, that's how it is. It's not a big deal, and we'll cross any bridge we need to cross when we get to it. Invisible again. I mean, this is almost unfair because Zamzi can't stop it. I mean, I don't think that little dot goes in the far left very often, if at all. So these invisible shots are just guaranteed goals. Yeah, Kayuri, she's gonna be pushing left this time. Definitely a better idea than pushing right into Guado. I mean, infinitely better, honestly. Guado is a machine. He's so good that it's very difficult to survive encounters with him. Basikron's our old foe. He definitely was a challenge previously, but I mean, at this point, not really. Yeah, I mean, Gira stops it. It's a feeble attempt. A feeble attempt. I mean, you gotta try though, right? That's the thing. You gotta try. Gonna pass to Zazzy here. Zazzy's kind of been our preferred forward for these shots. Like I said before, there's no real reason for it. I'm just like to do invisible shot, I guess. Right? Do I need a reason but beyond that? I don't know. Alright, and then Kyo with the ball is going to push right side. We already knocked out one of their players, and then encountering Nav is not great. The tackle's good though, because he could have kept it. He won't, but he could have, right? It was possible. I believed. I'm trying to pull him away from Gira. I think we've had our fun with invisible shot, and Gira just is, because Guado is on the left side, Gira is just set up perfectly to get the ball and shoot. Maybe not. Like how I'm talking all this big game and then immediately I get swarmed. That's never good. Keo will grab the ball. I think that was enough of kind of a scuffle to make it so we're not going to be able to score again. It's not a big deal. I mean, it happens. But that is going to be it for our Blitzball dreams. And that is going to end the game 5-0. When we do invisible shot, the game's quicker because I think it's such a cinematic shot. A little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. It's good to see. A lot of these leagues aren't big experience games when we're not using Noi in the field. Yeah, Colkin's contract at the Ronso Fangs has expired. She's going to be staying for about 12 games. And then we got Kilkabeast taking out the Ronso Fangs. Guado Glories win against the Albed Sykes, and we just, again, we crush our opposing team. Luca Goers, not even a chance. So Guado Glories are the big threat here. Fitting, right? Anyways, that should be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. When you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.